Welcome everyone to our Yin Yoga class. We have a couple more minutes, actually just one more minute now, but I'll do a little introduction for Yin Yoga. Yin Yoga, as some of you know, we hold the poses for a longer period of time. So we could hold the pose for 3 to 5 minutes. Some of them will hold for a couple minutes, so a little bit less time, but most of them are held for a longer period of time. My name is Tammy, for those that don't know me. So I love yoga, all forms of yoga. Yin is definitely one of my favorites. It really helps us to get into that relaxation phase and helps to increase the lengthening of our tissues in our body, the ones that we don't use as much all the time. So promoting circulation, release, fantastic for our bodies. Some of the props that we'll be using, this is a foam block. So if you have a couple of foam blocks, it's great to be able to sit on top of the blocks so that it'll take pressure off of your knees or your hips. So sitting up nice and tall. If you don't have blocks, you can use pillows and you can stack those. If we're doing any kind of forward folds, it's nice to have a pillow so your hips are higher than your hamstrings. One pillow, 2 pillows even that you can stack, and hips higher than your hamstrings to help get your back flat. And then you can do the forward fold a little bit easier. Using any kind of pillows tonight to help rest your forehead on the pillow, elbows resting, forehead rest in your hands. So cushions, any kind of props that you have available, sitting them, just set them close to your mat. Blanket also. This is a bolster, works great. It's really a hard pillow. So you can, if you have a hard pillow, fantastic, and it's in a rectangular prism. Knee block, a knee block. It works great for the knees for cushion. And this is another block also, just different kinds of blocks. Okay, so we will begin. I'll have everyone sitting up at first, just so you can see me. Of course, you don't have to have your screen on. I am recording the session so I can send it to you and send it to people that have missed one of the classes. So hopefully I can be an expert at recording now and sending the videos. Okay, so we'll all sit on our mat and we'll just give you a moment just to get yourself settled. So sitting up nice and tall. With Yin Yoga, breath is very important. So breathing in through the nose and out through the nose for our Ujjayi breath. In through the nose and out through the nose. Hearing your breath. Using our breath tonight as we hold our poses to help clear the mind, get in tune with all the physical sensations that we may be feeling. Let's move into child's pose. One pose that we are familiar with. I'll just move my pillows here. Child's pose, uncurling the toes, sitting back into your heels, bringing your arms forward, let the forehead rest. We'll be here for about 30 more seconds and then we'll change child's pose. So just listen to my voice and let me guide you through the practice tonight. So taking your time. Slowly walking your arms over to the left side. Here we're going to lengthen out through our right side, letting your forehead rest on the mat. Keep lengthening out through your right side, letting yourself ease into this hold. If your mind is still racing, come back to your breath, inhaling and exhaling through your nose, letting yourself settle. If you are starting to find discomfort in your knees, if it's too much, then of course coming out of the posture, and you can sit with a pillow underneath your bottom, and then you can lift your arm up to the side and lengthen out into the right side. Slowly lifting and walking your arms over to the right side and finding that stretch into our left side now. Let the forehead rest. You may want to use a cushion here and let the forehead rest. Finding what works for you. Slowly walking back towards the center and then making your way back up. Taking your right leg in front and left leg behind. A little pelvic tilt here for deer pose. Sitting up nice and tall, relax through your shoulders. If you like, with this pelvic tilt, add a little rotation if you like. You may close your eyes, but you're still active, of course, in this posture. Inhaling and exhaling. Letting yourself settle in this posture. Feel the length coming through the front of your thigh. Slowly releasing. And then coming into the other side, take your left leg in front, right leg behind. Your feet are flexed, sitting up nice and tall. Place your right hand on the outside of your left knee, sitting up nice and tall, pelvic tilt, and then add a rotation if you like. With Yin Yoga, it helps to release blockages because you're holding the posture for longer periods of time. Help to get the energy flowing through your body. Again, you can close your eyes if you like. Hear your breath. Seeing if you can extend your breath, inhaling for 4 seconds and exhaling for 4 seconds. Slowly coming out of deer posture. Little windshield wiper for our knees. Coming into bridge next. Having a block may work for you also, so I'll show you with and without a block. A block to support your hips. So you can come onto the side of your body and then come onto your back. When you're lying on your back, see if you can touch your heels. You can use your block if you like by placing the block underneath your hips. Please never look around when you come into bridge, so always looking up towards the ceiling. So using your block, if you like, to support your hips. Without a block, you can use your hands and then draw your hands under your hips and support. You can close your eyes and focus on your breath again, noticing any physical sensations that you're feeling, opening up into the pelvis. You might hear some gurgling. Slowly removing your hands or your block. Set your block to the side, letting your pelvis come down to the ground. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. You can rock side to side. And then slowly come over to your side and then make your way back up into butterfly now. Butterfly is called the same name in Hatha Yoga as Yin Yoga. So butterfly, placing your feet in front with your bottoms of your feet together, sitting up nice and tall. So here you may want to use a pillow, sitting on your pillow so your bottom is higher than your hamstrings. You may also want to use blocks or cushions to support your knees. You may want to use a cushion also for your forehead when you fold forward. You can use a block and then find where it's going to fit for you for the block, and then let your forehead rest. Okay, so finding what works for you. Sitting up nice and tall with a nice big inhale. Exhale, fold forward. You don't have to actually use any props if you don't want to. You can just let yourself fold forward. Let the forehead come near to the ground. And let yourself just be in this posture, letting yourself hang. If you do want to use your hands, please do so. And the elbows can come down to the ground and the forehead rests. Your elbows can come onto your calves also, and the forehead rests. Or your shins, finding what works for you. If you find that this is too much of a fold, your legs can come forward, your elbows can come on top of your knees, and then let the forehead rest. are in butterfly, notice the opening of your groin. Notice how you can open up a little bit more into the different postures as you hold them for a longer period of time. We'll be here for another 30 seconds. So I encourage you to now to let go. Notice if you are still holding on, so just let go. Slowly coming out of butterfly. Move any of your props over to the side. From here, we'll move into caterpillar. I'll turn this way so you can see me also. Extend your legs forward on your mat. Remove the fleshy part from your bottom. You can have the knees bent to take any kind of pressure off of your spine also. You may want to sit on your pillow or your blanket, so again, that your hips are higher than your hamstrings. The knees can be bent. Sitting up nice and tall. Nice big inhale breath. And again, I encourage you to let go. You can use a nice pillow for your bolster. And then exhale, fold. Again, you can have the forehead resting onto your hands, or the forehead resting on your pillow. With the knees bent, same idea, the forehead is resting. And tuck the knees in, wrap your arms around the legs and let the forehead rest. We'll be here for a couple of minutes, so take the time to set yourself up now. Take the time to set yourself up so you are able to let go. And find that length, find the release. It may be, of course, uncomfortable to be in a position for a long period of time if those tissues haven't been used as much, or they're not used to being lengthened out for a long period of time. With this fold forward, we're finding length in our hamstrings, release into the upper body. We'll be here just for a little bit longer. Slowly making your way out of caterpillar. Coming into a nice V set here. So opening up the legs as wide as possible for dragonfly. You can use a cushion to sit on. You can have a cushion in front too. I'll show you my bolster. Sitting up nice and tall again, and then folding forward. Let the forehead rest. You can turn your head to the side also. So again, taking the time to set yourself up and then finding what works for you, for letting yourself find comfort in the posture, allowing yourself to let go. If your head is turned to one side, I'll tell you when we are halfway through, so you can turn your head to the other side also. Finding that opening into our inner thighs here. It may be hard also to be still for a long period of time. So come back again to your breath. Breathing into that discomfort. Use your exhale breath to help you to let go. We are halfway, so if you would like to turn your head to the other side, please do so. Notice your mind. Notice the physical sensations that you're feeling in your legs, in your back, maybe in your hips. Slowly make your way out of dragonfly. Bringing your legs in front. You can do a little windshield wiper. Have your legs side to side. from here to shoelace posture. This is cow face posture that some of you know. Placing our left leg in front, knees bent, right leg in front, leg is bent. This one is fantastic for releasing through our hips. The goal is to have our knees stacked on top of each other. That's the goal. So finding what is going to work for you, of course. And to let yourself be in this posture and find that stillness. You can let your hands rest on your ankles. If you're at this point right here with your legs crossed, no problem. Letting yourself be. You can let the knees relax also here. And you can sit with your legs crossed. So finding what works for you, and then find that stillness. Close your eyes and breathe into this posture. Notice if one side of your hip is tighter than the other. Drawing your shoulders away from your ears to help them relax. Let them settle. Coming into yourself and notice your breath. Use your exhale breath to help you to let go. Allow yourself to settle in this posture. Slowly coming out of this posture, but moving into the other side. So the other side, taking your right leg under your left leg. Left leg is on top. This is again called shoelace posture. You may have heard it as cow face posture. The goal again to stack the knees on top of each other. Having your shins in line. So one nice straight line is the goal also. You can flex your feet to make it a little bit stronger. Sitting up nice and tall. Close your eyes. Relax your shoulders. And again, focus on your breath to help yourself settle in this posture. Notice if you feel any uncomfortable sensations. Breathe into those sensations. Slowly making your way out of shoelace posture. You may want to do a little windshield wiper of your knees. Next, it is pigeon, but in yin, it's called something different. It's sleeping swan. I'm just going to tilt my screen just to see if you can see me a little bit more. Right here. Maybe that's better. I'll come a little bit closer. Okay, so sleeping swan. Let's take our right leg back first. So this is pigeon. If this doesn't work for you, I'll show you figure 4 when you're lying on your back, and then I'll also show you a seated posture too. Coming up so that your right toes are down towards the ground, and that your hips, your pelvis are square. So your pelvis, your hips are square. Sitting up nice and tall, toes down towards the ground, folding forward. Here, you may want to have a cushion underneath your left hip. So set yourself up. You can have a cushion or you can have a block underneath your left hip. You may want to have a cushion on the floor also for your forehead. If you don't have a cushion handy, you can use your hands. Let the forehead rest. You can have your fists letting the forehead rest also. If this does not work for your knee, you can lie on your back. I'll show you the seated version first. Cross your right ankle over top of your left knee. Sit up nice and tall. You can have your foot against a wall for support. Lying on your back, it is figure 4. It looks like this. Finding what works for you and then settling into that posture. At this point, you might notice a little bit of discomfort. Seeing if you can breathe through the discomfort. If it is too much, please, of course, always come out. No pain, that's not good. Discomfort. The tissues are not liking to be lengthened out as much right now. So breathing in through that, breathing into those areas that are uncomfortable. The tissues that are rarely used, they are the ones that are feeling uncomfortable. The ones that are so overly tight. Slowly, everyone, making your way out of Sleeping Swan and coming over to your side if you are down. We move into the other side. Again, having your props ready. You can lie on your back again. And you can cross your left ankle over your right knee now. You can do it sitting up. Or into the other side. We'll take our left leg in front, right leg, nope, sorry, the other way. Left leg in front, right leg behind. Am I doing that right? Oops. It's okay. I had to switch sides here. Okay, so your left leg is behind and right leg's forward. Let the cushion sit underneath your right hip. Inhale, and then exhale to Sleeping Swan. You can have that cushion letting the forehead rest on your cushion or your mat or your hands. Use your breath to help you let go, to release. We'll be here for just a little longer, noticing any discomfort again that you may be feeling. Noticing opening up into the right side of your hip. Use your breath to help you turn inward. Find that stillness. Slowly making your way out of sleeping swan. You may want to the windshield wiper, your knees side to side. Making your way down towards the ground. So lying on your mat to happy baby. So you can come onto your side and then lie down on your mat to happy baby, which is always fun. Draw both of your knees in towards your chest, flexing both of your feet. Turn your right knee out to your right armpit. Turn your left knee out to your left armpit. You can hold on to underneath your knee, underneath your knees here. You can hold onto your shins, your ankles, the outside edges of your feet, your big toes with your peace fingers. And just give yourself a little rock here first, side to side, and then let yourself settle into this posture. Close your eyes, give yourself a little smile. We'll be in happy baby for just a little longer. You can keep your feet flexed. Find the stillness. And slowly release. Take your feet down towards the ground. Our next posture is banana sana. Extend your legs on your mat on the floor for yourself. We'll just turn on an angle here so you can see me. Walking your feet over to the left side first. So keeping your pelvis down towards the ground, walk your feet over to the left side first. I have to find where I can be on an angle so you can see me. So we're making the shape of a banana. And then take your arms, if that's okay for you, overhead. Your arms overhead, you can hold on to your hands. You can hold on to opposite elbows. So walking your upper body over to the side, legs over to the side. If you like, the next step, you could cross your right ankle over your left ankle. Feeling length coming all the way up the side of your body. Stretching out into your side of your leg, your IT band, in between your rib cage. Close your eyes and let yourself settle. Slowly coming out of Bananasana, uncross your right ankle. Release your arms. Walk your upper body back. And then walk your lower body back. Moving into the other side, walking our lower body over to the right side. And then walking our upper body over to the right side. Arms above the head if you like. Hold on to your hands or your elbows. If you find any kind of squishing into your waist, just come out of that stretch a little bit. Cross the left ankle over your right ankle if you like. Find length again on your left side. So stretching your IT band all the way up your body, intercostals. Let yourself find stillness. Let yourself enjoy the softness of your breath. Let yourself enjoy the release. And this time to be still. Slowly uncross your ankles. Release your arms. Take your upper body back towards the center. Lower body back towards the center. Bend through your knees. Take your knees in towards your chest and give yourself a little squeeze. You can rock side to side. Take both feet down towards the ground, looking up towards the sky. Please bring your pelvis up towards the sky. And then draw your pelvis down. Draw your pelvis up. And then down. Take your knees in towards the chest. Slowly roll over to the side. And then here, we'll get ourselves ready for Shavasana. Make sure that you have something nice and warm that you can put over top of yourself if you're finding it a little bit cold now. Remove all the props from the area that you will be lying down in. You can lie down on your side, you can lie down on your back, supine, or you can have your legs up on a wall. We'll just turn down the lights a little bit as you get yourself settled in Shavasana. So here in Shavasana, letting yourself release, letting your eye sockets be heavy, letting your facial muscles relax. Allow yourself to let go. Allow yourself to find that softness. Allow yourself to let your mind be at ease. I will call you back when it is time. Slowly starting to wiggle your toes and your fingers. Noticing your breath. Noticing the softness of your body. Feeling warmth around you. If you are lying down on the ground, you can bend your knees. You can take your right arm overhead, roll over to your right side, and then make your way up to a comfortable seated position. Thank you, everyone, for joining me tonight. Feels like everything happened very quickly today. So thank you so much for coming tonight to the class. Such a strong community that we have when we do something together. Yoga is definitely something that draws us all together and creates a very strong bond between all of us.